What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Ventures, September 23rd, 2019. What is Bitcoin going to do next? Bitcoin was actually just down like $100, $9,700 or so. Came back up and looking very volatile right now. But I'm going to start this video by saying I think it is more likely for Bitcoin to make a move up than down. And I want to provide just some basic context to why I think that. And I'll do so quickly for you. So here's the weekly charts. And what I want to focus the attention on just real quick in this chart is the RSI and the stock RSI, these momentum oscillators that we have for Bitcoin. Historically, and we talked about this many times on the show or on the channel, you know, when Bitcoin is below this 50 line or so on the RSI, like it was in the 2014-2015 bear market, like it was in the 2018 bear market here, when it's below that line, you get a very clear illustration of what Bitcoin looks like in a bear market, historically speaking. And we don't have a ton of historical data to use for Bitcoin, but we have enough at this point, right? We have some cycles of Bitcoin that have rotated. And now we also get a picture of what it looks like for Bitcoin to come out of a bear market, right? So this is what it looked like then, and this is what it looks like most previously now. That's the RSI. Now, important to note, if we look at the RSI, and I can open it up, Bitcoin consolidating after its most previous run. This was a run out of the bear market to key resistance. This is what we talk about, Fibonacci cycle resistance, and I'll show that to you in a second. Key resistance here, right? First run, now we're getting consolidation. Very similar thing happened coming out of that last bear market. Consolidation a couple times, right? Coming down to this 55 line on the RSI and continuing in the bull market, coming down to this very key area. You can see we've approached this area in the last couple of months. Now, when I'm talking about this key Fibonacci area, we're talking about the cycles of Bitcoin, right? And when we're looking at the weekly chart, it's incredibly important to use this. That is a bull market high, bear market low, and we have our Fibonacci retracement channel, which way easier to chart on the daily chart, but this is the weekly. Fibonacci retracement channel is up here, the 786 to 618 line. We had a similar line back in that last bear market to bull market, right? It was right here. We had that first rejection right here, came back down, then we entered the bull market. We're getting a very similar move for Bitcoin right now. Now, I want to talk about the stock RSI, right? We've looked at the RSI, slower moving momentum oscillator. Let's look at the stock RSI, this quicker moving momentum oscillator. Very much in the oversold area. Now, historically, 90% plus of the time, Bitcoin, when in this oversold area, Bitcoin has made a move, a strong move up, right? And that can be said even if it's in a continued downtrend, right? So let me open up this chart a little bit so that we can kind of look at what I mean. So even if we go back to like 2013 here, or no, let's go back to 2014. This is a good one. Stock RSI oversold, right? We're in a continued downtrend into that last bear market. And you see what happens. Oversold, we get a nice move. Now this move was like a 70-80% move for Bitcoin. And then you can look at the same thing happening in a bull market, right? Oversold on the stock RSI, and we get a nice move. Then we get some short-term consolidation and continue to uptrend. So even in the bear market, bull market, whatever, when Bitcoin is this oversold on the stock RSI, typically, historically, 90% plus of the time, Bitcoin has made a move up. So taking all of that and looking at the actual charts and looking at some patterns that we have the symmetrical triangle right here. Could potentially be a strong continuation pattern for Bitcoin since exiting this bear market, right? Bear market low. Could be a strong continuation. Here's our 618 to 786 channel right above us that we had a rejection at. It's the doorway to the bull market. And basically, a break out of this triangle would have a target of around $15,000, $16,000 for us to basically retest that key Fibonacci retracement. Try once again to kick down the doors to the bull market. And so, you know, we're not digging too deep into these charts, but we have a very clear pattern here, potentially continuation of this uptrend that Bitcoin has since December lows, right? And then we have our stock RSI, we have our RSI momentum oscillators. Even on the daily chart, right, the stock RSI is oversold, and we're right at the bottom trend line of this triangle. So Bitcoin looking more bullish, in my opinion, though many might, be fearful that it's going to go down. It could go down, obviously. I just tend to have my opinion that there's stronger likelihood that we will see Bitcoin go up and break at the very least the upper trend line. And then from there, it's a matter of will we stay above that trend line and continue in the short-term upward momentum to this Fibonacci channel. Wanted to throw my thoughts out there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you coming by. If you're here right now and you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you as part of the channel. Let's see what happens. Thank you for coming by. Have a great day, and God bless.